Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. What do I say? Ladies and gentlemen, I assume. My name is Alex, and this is already off the rails. So this episode's subject comes in from Anton on Facebook. Go like the page, bitches. Alex, do you think that technology has gone too far? Like, for example, they will be forced to use the microchip in children sooner or later. Who's going to force them? The GCHQ and or NSA will spy on us, ranging from social media to websites and using the Wi-Fi globally. And do you think they needs to take it more seriously or not? Feel free to have any thoughts about what I said. Do I think that technology has gone too far? No, I think it needs to go further. It's not gone far enough until I can literally replace my skin, my bones, my eyes, my ears with an equivalent cyborg replica type material, then I'd say it's not far enough. I know technology and the advancements of it is a big issue with a lot of people, especially like privacy and I don't want the government seeing what porn I look at, you know, that sort of thing. But I mean, in the last decade, there's so much information has been put out there and on all of us that I find it hard to stress out about certain things. Like, for example, if you have Facebook or Twitter or any of these things, then your name is probably out there somewhere. Probably a picture of you and entire profiles based on you, depending on your internet history, the things you like, the things you watch, the things you follow. If someone can just look at the things that you have used on the internet, then someone can make a pretty detailed profile on you as a person, I think. And that's already just about as far as you can get. It's not entering any sort of physical thing, but when you have the ability to completely dissect a person just purely based on this bizarre exchange of information through search engines and social media and whatnot, then I mean, it can't really get that much more extreme. I don't know, with the microchip thing in children, maybe I could see the point of that if you're particularly paranoid about your really young toddler or something wandering off or being kidnapped or something like that. But it's kind of an intrusion. Humans aren't pets until the robot overlords take us and they need to microchip us so we don't get lost, because we'll be so de-evolved by the point that robots control us that we'll just be like weird fleshy animals they keep for sport. They'll force us to do things like they'll make us play rugby, but they'll make all the weird outcasts play it so it's funnier, and all the actual rugby players they'll play darts or something like that. I mean, look at, if you have an iPhone, they have what's it called, location services, which just like, hey, do you want us to broadcast where you are at all times? Cool. That's one thing I don't really like using, and I know the chances of someone ever getting hold of that information is pretty slim, really. Because when you think about it, the millions upon millions of people that are using a thing, unless people specifically know you and they want to ruin your life for some reason, you're gonna be fine most of the time. Like, if you post a status on Facebook saying, having a lovely time at McDonald's in this town, in this place, at this exact time, then unless someone is somehow looking at your account at the exact time that you posted it, and they know where you live, and they specifically want to rob you or do something like that to you. It's just all these really extreme specific examples that with the information that, this pointless information that's always going out, to be used maliciously and to imply that technology has gone too far, no, I don't know. These are fucking hard by yourself. I'm just talking to myself, I'm fucking crazy. If I had someone to bounce ideas off, then maybe, if they weren't fucking lazy shits, you hear that? James and Ruben and Jamie, you fucking lazy assholes, then maybe other ideas would bounce off and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that, fucking dicks. You know what, fuck this. This is now the everyone in jar apart from Alex is an ass part of the episode. Look, listen up. I'm gonna tell you some extreme secrets about all of them. Let's start with James. Okay, so James, he ran into a wall once and knocked himself out. Boom. Okay, Jamie, well, I don't know what to say about Jamie. He's a dumb idiot, and Ruben used to be really chubby when he was in year 8. Yeah, well, the information's out now. I'm doing something really weird with my arms as well as I'm saying. There's some sort of thrusting my left arm and then pulling it in and thrusting my right arm out. I really don't know why, but it's happening, and I'm gonna keep doing it. It's kind of propelling my brain. It's pumping the blood. It's making me think. What? Thanks for the question, Anton, by the way. What the hell is happening? So as I always say, Goobu Gabu Gadid Gabu Goo Goo. Is that how I usually end this? Hey Jonathan, is that how I usually end this? No. I guess I don't end it like that. Thanks, Johnny. Fucking hell, So please subscribe to PewDiePie for more content. And as always, thanks for watching. All comments and ratings are very much buzzword. Make sure you leave suggestions. Make sure you leave suggestions. Make sure you leave suggestions. Suggestions for future Job Labs. Ending thing I usually say, bye. Obsessed with the first game I sunk hundreds of hours into that wasn't like a shooter or a platformer or something easy to digest like that. So Final Fantasy XII certainly, it changed how I thought about games as a whole, in terms of games can really be these huge, almost living worlds that you can almost start to sink more time into and obsess over more than the real world, which is kind of a scary thought, but